DeepSeek just came out with their new vision model already and their AI image generation model. And today we're going to test it out. I'll show you how to use it for free and the whole thing. So I've got some good tests. This should be a good one. And this one, I'm just going to show actually the vision and how this works. In the next video, I will do the image generation. So I'm on DeepSeek.com here. Now, if you go here for a free account, they don't have this, but I asked them, where do you get it? And it's the Janus Pro 7B Hugging Face demo. This is how you can access it. Now, there's another way you can put it on your machine, but that is a much bigger deal. It's a pain to do it. So we just want to use it and see how well it works. So you can get a free Hugging Face account. I mean, this is just sign up with your email type of thing. And you go right here. So already you can see that this interface is a little bit more complicated because you've got these different seed, top P, temperature, this sort of thing. But I'm just going to leave it for now at the default settings. If you look at ChatGPT or the other one's main vision capabilities, they just give you one setting because they don't want to confuse people by giving these different ones. But anyway, it doesn't matter. In this one, you can play around with it, which I'll talk about after. So the first test I want to do is to see how well, let's go to my messy desktop here, see how well this vision model can count objects. Okay. So I know that there are 44 capsules here. I put these white capsules, I dump them out onto my black table so there's good contrast. I know there's 44. I just want to see, can they accurately count? That's something that I feel like these vision models should be able to do, and I've never seen one accurately get this. So let's test it out. So I'll just say count the number of capsules. Do it carefully. Don't make a mistake. Accuracy is so you just put the prompt there and then say chat. Now this one takes a little bit of time, but it's not too bad. I mean, because it's a free thing. I guess some of these other ones you can use for free as well, but it's always good to be able to test different models when you've got a choice. So I really don't care which ones are better. Okay, that was okay. Interesting. This is how it did it. So this is cool. So it actually shows you how it did it. To count these, I followed the number of steps. So visual inspection. So it just takes a guess. It looks at the whole thing against a dark. It guesses about 30. It divides the image into smaller sections. So that's a good idea. That's how I would count it in real life. It counts each section, top section, middle, bottom. And it goes, okay, it gets 10 in the top, 15, 15. So it adds them up. Yeah, so 40, it gets it wrong, but that is actually pretty close. So I'm going to go and see if ChatGPT improved. Let's see here. So this is just a chat that I had open. It's always fun to compare these things because if you really don't have a comparison, then, what are we dealing with here? Desktop. All right. Wish I was better at, okay, supplements. Here we go. And I'm going to, just to make sure, I like to be fair, I'm going to copy the prompt that I gave it. Count the number of capsules, do it carefully, don't make a mistake. All right. So just to make sure it's not a prompting issue, we will go right here and just see. Now, I've done this with O1, the thinking model, and it never got it right either. So it is analyzing here. It's doing its thing. It's interesting that it's doing this long analysis with the GPT-4 for this, but I guess that's what it does. I don't use Vision that often. Okay, they're going to do it again. So it's giving a pretty good effort. It's funny that these models are always improving. And they used to, what used to happen is it would just spit out almost the first thing. So I'm glad they're putting more resources into trying to get these things right rather than just like, oh geez, you know what? I'm going to a new chat. Unbelievable. Upload from computer. I hate when this kind of thing happens on the live demo here, guys, but that's just how it goes. Where was I? Let's see. This should give us a better answer. And then I'm going to ask ChatGPT to tell me. See, I could ask DeepSeek as well, but they've been really slow. Oh, they overcounted. The number of capsules is 47. So they were 3 off. So it's pretty close. It's funny. They can't actually do it. They've got these systems. It's weird. I mean, the Vision is able to see this kind of thing technically. Like there's nothing that's it's clear enough. A human could do it. Even a little kid could do it, but it just doesn't have this capability. I'm expecting it to come soon. Nothing has really blown me away so far. But let's do my next test here. Let's see. So I'll just open this page again, honestly, because sometimes it's a pain. I'll drag and drop. Let's see. Now this is a Sudoku test that I also like to do. And I'm going to say, so I want it to say 58.1.2. So the dot represents a space. So I'm going to say, write out this Sudoku puzzle for an empty space, put a period. So put it in this form. R1, like row 1 is 58.1.2. I'll give it even the first row. Dot 4 dot. Our row 2, like that. Okay. So I'm not going to adjust any of these at this point. So after this one, and after I compare it again, actually I know ChatGPT can't do it, so I'm not even going to bother. Then we're going to talk about what these things mean, and then when you can, how you might want to change this yourself. So I'm going to put the link to how to do this Hugging Face free thing in the description and probably the first comment. All right, interesting. So row 1, you got it. 5. Well, I gave it to it. Row 2, it says 1.2.4 dot. So it's blank. So it's not even close, honestly. The last row should be 3 dot dot 2 dot dot. And the last row here, they have 3.46. So, okay, it is not even close. So I'm really not too impressed with this. Now, maybe if I move these things around, it could be different, but these are the defaults. The default should be able to do it. So I'm going to say it's worse than the Western ones. To be fair, I was hoping it would be better. Not that I'm cheering for China. I don't really care. I'm hoping that these models get better, but they at least they let it out quickly. But it doesn't have the fidelity that I'm hoping for at this point. So now I'm going to you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a screenshot of just this. I'm going to go into ChatGPT, paste in the screenshot, and just say, tell me about these dials. Hopefully it can read them. If not, I'll have to read it to it. Okay, so top P 95. So this is what it is reading. See, it reads this kind of thing fairly well. It just can't do the whole thing if you have a lot of detail. All right, the top P is nucleus sampling. This controls the probability for mass sampling tokens. Value of 1 means the model considers all possible word choices. A lower value narrows the selection. So the setting helps balance randomness while keeping. Okay, so I'll ask sometimes these answers don't really tell you how to use it. So when would you want a low top P? Okay, so a low top P, just wait for it to finish, means the model only considers the most probable tokens. This makes the response more focused, deterministic, and safe, but is also less creative. Okay, so if you need high accuracy, precise, avoiding randomness, something formal. So let's go back to this. So you know what's funny? Let's do this. I'm going to go back here. Let's just try just this one and see if it gets better than 40. Let's make the top P really low. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Maybe I'll do a drag and drop. Now, a lot of times you can get the idea by looking at the definitions, but you get a better sense if you can actually start playing with these. So I'll go really low, okay? And I'll say again, count the number of capsules. Accuracy is important. Make sure you get the exact number. Okay, so I've gone low top P. And of course, you can change these other ones. So let's see if I get a better answer than 40. Somehow I don't think I will. I'll be amazed if I get it. Now, of course, if I get the actual number 44, I'd want to run more tests before thinking, there could be you could get a lucky guess. Let's see. They got the response. Are they done? Where's the answer? There's no answer. This is very strange. So we're just waiting for it to go here. I was surprised to not even see an answer. It seemed to just stop. Who knows if that was a glitch or what that was. And after I get this one, we're going to look at the other numbers. Okay, 37. So it's even worse. I'm going to tell ChatGPT. I did a lower top P for a computer vision test. It gave a worse answer than a high one. Why? Also, you want to take these answers with a grain of salt, but because they do tend to make up things. Okay, interesting. So it said good observation. Lowering top P in a computer vision test likely made the AI give a worse answer because vision related tasks require diverse reasoning and broad token selection. So it didn't even do the thinking. It just, so it didn't allow it to think, how am I going to do this and think outside the box a little. So it just sort of gave the answer. Okay, interesting. So for vision writing, whenever you're using these, you can play around. Now, ChatGPT does not give you these options. You can't play around. So I think it's better overall, obviously, if you can play around. But you can imagine they say that it does make the interface a little bit messier. And you have more dials. People don't know what they're doing. They start playing around. They get, it's worse. It's almost like giving them a really complicated camera. And, most people are better just with the auto setting than letting them play around with the dials. But that is basically Vision. I'm going to put the link there. Hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know what you think in the comments. And on the next video, I am going to do um, image generation, which is a fun one. I know a little bit more about that. So stay tuned for the next one.